Day 2.
G'day.
G'day, mate. You see, we're wearing different outfits than yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's not the same day.
It's not the same day. It's not even only like 20 minutes later.
Yeah. But anywho, this is a video of our fun-filled adventures here in Australia.
Yeah. Also might be possibly a kind of long one, but we just want to, again, like finish catching up on 2 months, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully if you're listening, you'll stick around and
hang
listen
out
to
with
the whole
us.
thing.
Yeah. Listen to us talk.
Because we like to talk. We like to hear the sound of our own voices.
It's fun. Okay, that was weird.
Anyway.
So, first, we went to a footy game with our housemate.
Woo!
Go!
Go!
Cats! Yeah, Geelong Cats. That's who we rooted for when we went to the game.
They're the bestest. And guess what?
They won!
They won. It's because we were there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Totes.
Yeah.
But footy is like the Australian version of football.
And if you
Not
want to know
soccer
the
football,
truth,
American football.
yeah. And if you want to know the truth, it is probably more intense, more manly, because they don't wear all this padding stuff and helmets. No.
It's really intense.
They just kind of like beat each other up.
Picture a soccer, football, rugby put together.
Kind of.
Something like that.
Because they can kick it and they don't throw it really, or do they?
They're just kind of like.
They do this whole thing. So like they hold it and then they go. We're really not good with the camera thing.
Yeah.
Learning all this. Anyway, that was really fun. We got to walk around the city for the first time that night and see all the like colors and lights and stuff. Got sushi.
Yeah, sushi here is extremely cheap. It's about $2.50 or $3.50 a roll.
For a whole roll.
It's
they don't
really
cut
cool.
it all up. You just eat it like that.
Yeah. But anyhow, then we went to Lorne/the Great Ocean Road.
For our beach welcome trip.
For
our
exchange
orientation.
Yeah, for exchange students, and it was a ton of fun.
Fantastic.
Melissa and I had a really cool room. While some people were at the hostel down the street, we got to stay in the really fancy hotel and have a room to ourselves and have 2 full beds to ourselves and a bathroom, and it was really nice.
We kind of really lucked out, and we had a window that went out to a patio, which immediately when I walked into the room, I went outside the window.
Yeah.
Which I guess there's a door, but when you can climb out the window, it's like, why use the door? So.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, we had a patio where we could watch the sunset and the sunrise, and right outside was just the ocean.
It's really pretty. But in Lorne, that was 3 days, 2 nights, we learned how to surf.
Woo.
We can surf in Australia! So crazy. A lot of fun. We'd stand up we'd stand up for like a couple seconds, then fall.
We're surfer chicks.
We
We had wetsuits and everything.
Yeah,
it was fun. We were playing volleyball like every day.
It was so fun.
We did mountain biking.
So Great Ocean Road is beautiful and just kind of like one of those sites that you got to see while you're in Australia, or at least when like you're in Victoria. That's like one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Got to meet a bunch of exchange students. It was beautiful, and I think that was the highlight of like the beginning of our trip. It was great first week.
Totally.
So some other things we did. We went to an aquarium with some friends we met through exchange.
That was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't like anything extreme, but it was also because there was a lot of exhibits like coming soon, so under construction. But it was a fun time.
Yeah, good to see. Fun time with fun friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then my boyfriend came for 3 weeks. Justin.
We all fit in this nice little cubby
together. It was interesting, but we had a lot of fun and went on a lot of adventures. Well, when he first got here, me and him went to a wildlife. Him and I went to a wildlife sanctuary where you could like pet wallabies and stuff, and like hold out your hands, and like parrots and like really cool birds would come and like eat out your hands and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. But then Melissa, Justin, and I, and another friend of ours went to Sydney. Flights here are super cheap.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So
If you ask my mom, she may think that we took a hot air balloon, but it's another story too. We took a flight. It was cheap. We stayed in a hostel. It was awesome.
Yeah, the hostel was pretty cheap and really nice and actually clean. And had a bunch of like free like rentals, like wetsuits and surfboards.
So we got to go surfing some more. They were really accommodating too, and like we had like free breakfasts and some
vouchers,
free dinners, and they gave us vouchers for other food.
And we had like discounts,
like Macca's. That's how they say McDonald's.
Yeah.
So they gave us vouchers for Macca's. But yeah, it was cool, and they're always cleaning, so it was nice to see.
We actually stayed outside of Sydney in Bondi Beach. Bondi.
Okay, it was great. We got tan. We got to lay out in the sun, even though it's winter.
Yeah.
We got to go surfing and got to go on these beautiful walks. Stalk our Facebooks. We have some
really cool pictures. We saw the Opera House, went on a ferry ride.
Got a little Shutter Happy with some selfies with them.
Went to the oldest pub in Sydney.
And got the old man's drink, yeah. Shared a beer at the oldest pub in Sydney.
That was awesome.
We went to the oldest area in Sydney, which is called The Rocks, and got to explore, just go up the street. It was like older buildings and everything, so it was really cool.
That was fun.
And we got to meet an Aboriginal and get a picture with him and see his artwork. Cool. To get there, we took a tram, a train, a taxi, a plane, and then while we were in Sydney, we took a bus. Mm-hmm. So we were doing all kinds of transportation.
We took a ferry. So we did all means of transportation.
We did.
From Melbourne to Sydney and back. Yeah, it was crazy.
Swimming in
the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
That was fun. First time I ever got to go in the Pacific Ocean. Same with me.
I think.
Yeah. I think.
But yeah, we went in the Sydney Tower, so we went up really high and got to look at all the lights. We saw possums in the parks. They just kind of run around. They're apparently cuter than
possums at home.
They're kind of like squirrels here, where they're just like everywhere. Yeah, and
what else
did we do there?
Yeah.
It was just a really good trip. Yeah. 5 days. That was our part of our holiday, which they say instead of break. So
that was our spring break.
Yeah, it was a good spring holiday.
Anywho, Justin and I, when we got back, we went to the Victoria Market. We went to the night one and the day one, which is like completely different, and it's really cool. Lots of shops and food and cool stuff there. Then me and him went to the Great Ocean Road again in Lorne, and we saw the 12 Apostles, which is absolutely stunning. We saw them at sunset. How romantic. But on our way there, we had some really cool outlooks. We went on like a little hike and saw a waterfall, and it was really cool. And we also passed by a wildlife thing, which was completely run by Bogans, which are rednecks here, like just people from the country. So we paid like $10, and they're like, here's a bag fee, go have at it. So we got to go play with more wallabies and kangaroos and stuff, and that was really cool.
Yeah, while they were doing that, I went on a bushwalk.
We have a thing of notes. Because we wanted to make sure that we got everything.
Last time we realized when we watched it that we're really ADD.
Yeah.
And wanted to have a little bit more flow, consistency. So we're trying here.
We're trying.
Don't want to drive you crazy too much. So we went on a bushwalk with some women at a church that we're going to, and it was really awesome. We got to go walk in the bush, which would be like the forest, and it was a beautiful day. Got to the top, got to have a look out and everything. You could see the city from where we were. We went to a drive-in movie theater with our neighbors.
Oh yeah, that was one of the first ones we were supposed to do.
Well, it was after Justin came. They're out of order.
Yeah, sorry. We went to a drive-in movie theater with two of our neighbors.
They invited us. That was fun.
We saw Pain and Gain. Not the best movie I've ever seen. I'm gonna be a movie critic on my blog. It wasn't very good.
Well, it was interesting. It was just like,
it was weird.
It was intense, because it was just like, wait, like, this doesn't seem realistic at all at some parts. Like, it was just like, too much. And then we looked it up later, and I guess it was pretty accurate with the story, so it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like, the story, if you want to look into it, but it's strange. Yeah.
But then, was it 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Friday night.
we had International Food Night with some people from our church, and it was really awesome. Everyone, because there's a lot of people from different countries that go to our church.
Yeah.
So we just had a bunch of different dishes from Singapore, the Philippines, America, India,
Africa,
Malaysia,
Canada.
Yeah. So we had a lot of good food, and then
I went to make Singaporean dessert. Just saying.
which I haven't had yet, so that's gonna be cool. But then we went to Mornington and went tree surfing, which is like a high ropes course and zip lines and lots of fun stuff. Melissa pretty much conquered her fear of heights. I'm not sure how it'd be next time she went up in a tree, but at first she was shaking, walking across a log, like almost on the verge of tears, freaking out. But then by the end of it, she's like jumping into the air, like with the zip lines and going down backwards. And it's madness. This woman overcame her fear of heights in Australia. Sorry, I got really excited.
I could tell. But I'm getting all like, okay.
Yeah.
Blushing and whatnot. I can't tell.
But yeah, that was one of the highlights of my trip.
Yeah,
that
it was a lot of
ton
fun.
of fun. Ton of fun.
Ton of fun.
Heaps of fun.
Heaps and
Heaps.
Heaps on
Heaps.
heaps. I'm keen on going again.
Me too, I'm keen.
Oh, so
to
we got
go.
to rent a car and drive on the opposite side of the road. So that was cool.
That was insane.
It was just like
I almost died a couple times.
driving on the freeway and
Windy
roundabouts
roads.
and windy roads.
Yeah, because they drive on the left side.
And it's kilometers per hour, not miles.
Yeah, so speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour.
Which would be
60 miles per hour. You said an hour and I said per hour.
I didn't want to be exactly the same thing.
Oh.
Breaking free. I'm announcing
Yeah,
my
so me and her are
independence.
kind of the same person.
Our
Which we
heads are kind of like together. Yeah, like that. That kind of describes a lot of how things are, and it makes for interesting conversation.
Because we used to joke around back at school that we're kind of like the same person, and now we're even more the same person. I can't reach. But yeah, those are all of our adventures
Yeah.
for a while we're in Australia.
Other than that, there's just some random things. We made tortillas out of flour and water. Got to hold infants. Got to hang out with new friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Practice our Australian accents and
But I
things
think
like
that was
that.
a pretty good sum up of the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Then we'll have like other blogs about our days and like little more details. Maybe we'll talk about like our church more or different clubs.
We're coming up with a sign off. We're thinking maybe we could do like a wallaby, like walla see you later.
I like that. While I see you later.
Or
Over and out, mate.
or what was the other one you came up with?
See you later.
Okay, so we're really not that good at this, if you can tell. We actually even searched on Google for some, which
They're
those weren't
stupid.
them, but yeah, they're
Yeah,
really
those
lame.
weren't any of them.
Those were unique and created by us. So,
Original.
if you have any better sign-offs or anything you'd like to see us do, or maybe anything you want to hear about or whatever, let us know. We can embarrass ourselves in as many ways as you would like. Probably. What are the odds of us doing everything embarrassing that you ask us to do? 1 in 10?
Okay.
Okay, you think of a number, I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5.
9.
Phew. Okay, we don't have to do everything embarrassing that you say.
We'll
Anyway.
explain that game later.
Yeah.
So, see you later,
Over
mates.
and out.